everybody, welcome to G for G here on YouTube. So, today's video is going to be a little bit different. It is not really going to be a video about a hero or a piece of gear or a class. That will be coming up. I still have the blasters to go for that. Now, today's video is going to be the culmination of all the blood, the sweat, and the non-salty tears of PvP Season 30. Today's background soundtrack is brought to you by No Copyright Sounds and Melodic Dubstep List, and a link will be in the description. Playdom, I direct this video at you, and the community will back me on this one. This is an impassioned plea for you guys to fix PvP. This season has been the worst in cheating history that most people remember since ye olden days. By the way, when I refer to ye olden days, I refer to the days of earlier PvP before many of the things that we see now, like level caps and the stamina and hit points and all that. But one of the biggest definers of ye olden days is back when, prior to you guys saying we're going to fix cheating and we were going to fix the excessive amount of defenses you take in X amount of time. I would like to point out that most people spent Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday digging themselves out of holes with skills to which grave diggers would be jealous. Backhoes are going down. It is absolutely ridiculous what has happened this PvP season. Now, the defenses throughout the season were fine. I don't think the volumes were particularly bad. And to a certain degree, during a legitimate season, if your defense is losing, it is up to us as the players to evolve. We need to evolve something to run counter to the offensive meta. If there ever comes a day that there is no counter, then that is Playdom's fault. Because that means a hero is in an overpowered state and is just currently ridiculous. And we know that is not necessarily true this season. For example, Cloak and Dagger. Most considered Cloak and Dagger to be excessively powerful. There is something that could have shut Cloak and Dagger down, and it's actually even in the current Spec Ops, the Dino Claw, the Mangle debuff that turns off the ability to use debuff and buff abilities. That would seriously hurt Cloak and Dagger. But, okay, regardless. We have looked at the worst season in terms of ending volume that many of us remember. Monday, which is typically, not the official, but typically the ending day of PvP, and what I thought it was originally, because we all know your day timer is a little weird. I thought it was Monday myself, until somebody corrected me on one of my videos. Sunday rolling into Monday, being only asleep, my defense went negative 220. Yeah, negative 220. Overnight, we're talking about 8 hours. It was something like 15 matches in 8 hours. That's kind of ridiculous. And it's sort of our own fault, but mostly it's Playdom's fault. We'll get to that. Monday rolling into Tuesday, even though I was butt-clenchingly clenched over Tuesday, it was only negative 120, which is not that hard to overcome, and honestly almost a relief on the last day. I spent my Monday Twitch stream saying I'm really scared of how bad this is going to be. It's going to go either one of two ways. Either everybody thought it was Monday or planned for it being Monday, and with the holiday maybe, dealt with all their stuff Sunday going into Monday, and maybe it'd be okay. Or we are going to deal with 2 ending days of PvP, and it's going to be 2 days in a row of negative 200. People have told me negative 300, to them at the end of the season. A commenter in one of my YouTube videos said negative 612 hours. That's not all defense's fault. And this season, truly, you cannot blame the player. You have to blame Playdom in this one, because this is Playdom's issue with cheating. We as a community, and by that I mean Kingfisher's viewers, me, my viewers, my Twitch viewers, the 2 Facebook groups that I'm in, people who message me directly on Facebook, being a fan or just a Marvel compatriot, forums, the wiki, everywhere it is being noticed that this season is really bad. And no, there has not been some Paul Revere riding through the streets saying the cheaters are coming and everybody got on board. These are multiple unassociated circles that are all saying the same thing. Not because a crier has come through and Jedi mind tricked them. Because it is legitimate. The cheating was awful this season. How do you spot a cheater? Well, a good example, if your Spartan is a non-Spartan, heavily competing with you. But on my wrap-up stream, I just randomly clicked on a loss over here to see about it. This guy, level 262, okay? I'm a Spartan, 300, have been for a while, and have been playing since, again, the X-Play gadget. I have the X-Play gadget that tells you how long I've been playing. So I looked at this guy, and his bonuses are kind of turd compared to me. And here is a great example of what is probably a cheater. Silver, 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 gold, adamantium. Like, what? You don't make jumps from one season to another like this. It is a gradual evolution. I lived through it. I lived through when, you know, it was a struggle to be gold. I remember trying to get the Beyond can opener, and trying so hard to get that and falling just short. That was like my last gold. And then, you know, you do the diamond thing for a while, you do vibranium for a bit, you just crest into Ada for a season. Maybe the next season it's a little fluky, you don't. But I mean, there is a natural soft curve build up to this. This is straight, this is pure vertical. This is stall out ascent right here. No, this is not legitimate. And then when you look at the gear and go, okay, he's got a bunch of Spec Ops items, but he's missing the 5th slot and constructive field. It seems that most of the cheaters have, some of them have crap armory, some of them will spend money to do it, but I mean, look at this. Gamma wastes, the black belt. I saw one with some, that's the Patsy Walker book over here. I mean, these irradiated wastes are, this idiot slotted the bifurcator. I mean, when you see heroes of, you know, like 10 heroes, 15 heroes, those people don't legitimately belong in adamantium. When you see gaps in the eras of heroes, like if you see somebody ending on Rogue, and then all of a sudden Shocker and a bunch of the new heroes, that's another sign. This one's, you know, it's a little bit more balanced. But this was most likely a cheater right here. And that is just the mildest of examples. In one of my groups, the number 1 ranked PvPer at the time was fighting the number 2 ranked PvPer, and he had like 11k hit points. We're talking the second person on the ladder. 11k hit points? Custom 4-bore? The custom 4-bore was like in like every cheater's loadout this season from what I'm hearing. I've seen the cheat video, and now I'm not going to link you to it. Everybody is free to go Google it or YouTube search it if they want. I'm not going to do my part and perpetuate the cheating. but I've seen the video. I believe it only works with Chrome. Basically, you load up with Quicksilver, you do one attack, you have the hack look in your memory addresses and find out where that Quicksilver damage was. You then tweak it, and the next Quicksilver attack is an AoE for 15 million damage. Now, that is nearly impossible to stop. And as a hacker, one of the best things you could do is run Spitfire Quicksilver, guarantee that early turn, and then just wipe everybody out with a push of a button. 5-second PvP battles like this. On Monday's stream, we saw somebody who went from 2,000 something to 2,400 in about a half hour. No more than an hour. Not really plausible, honestly. And you see terrible heroes. You see most of them not under 15, most of them under 15 other than like Quicksilver. Things like the Golden Tyrant Blade, the Assault Rifle, the Golden Assault Rifle, an El Diablo. I mean, you see ridiculous pieces of gear that should barely be in the high end of gold, let alone adamantium. The Quicksilver hack is one of the best ways of identifying it. The gear, the armory, the hero bonuses, the extreme vertical takeoff of ranking with no smooth curve. I mean, no like gold, diamond, vibranium, adamantium. No, just straight up. There was somebody who didn't even have enough PvP under their belt for it all to appear on the screen. And I want to give you an example of that. Let's just take this guy over here. If we look at his tournament history, he fills up the screen from bottom to top. Now, honestly, this one's questionable too. Ada, Vibranium, Diamond, Ada. I mean, a little odd. Bonuses, I mean, 781k, that's, again, Patsy Walker stuff in here. Yeah, alright, so we got the provisions kit. But, yeah, actually the provisions kit is quite old, but let's, like, look at the gear here. So I was attacked with Femme Fatalins. Well, no, now he's already got the Screaming Cannon in here. We can't really tell, but sketchy on this one. But I mean, Playdom, you have access to the data that we don't. You can look at the overkills. You can look at the triple overkills. You can see how many of their fights are lasting one round. How many of them are lasting one action. You've done it before. Way back when you said we're going to fix the challenges, we're going to fix the cheating. What happened? What happened was everybody started running into CVEs because it was overtuned just a little bit too much. Essentially what was happening was legitimate battles seemed cheater-ish, and they were being caught in the filter and they were being thrown out as a CVE. How hard is it, Playdom, to write code that detects one round, one action battles and then scrutinizes it? Now, I'm not saying that essentially a one action battle should be a bad thing. It shouldn't. Because when you have cheaters on the ladder, they do a double-edged sword. Yes, they knock you down severely all night, and you sit there having to come back from hundreds, 200s point deficits. Because the cheaters are knifing through the ranks freely. But the other edge of the sword is the fact that when you encounter a cheater's defense, they are gigantic pushovers, because you will knife through them like Swiss cheese, like knife through hot butter. because they are so bad, you just sweep them aside. I mean, how many people in 16, 17, 2000s, 2200s are finding people that don't belong there, and it's like a mojito on the beach in Miami. It's like, oh, no Worthy, no Cloak and Dagger. I have Iron Fist and Iron Man. I have Captain America and Human Torch. Ooh, okay, click button, dead. So you can't just say, oh, one action, one round combat, immediate cheater. That's no good. You need to write conditionals. You need to take into account stat bonuses. Does the person who just did the attack severely outweigh the defense? If yes, then likely not a cheater. Is it a Spartan versus a non... I mean, there's so much easy code that you can get away with writing to detect this. You need to make an anti-cheat team. And I maybe would have never said this about this game before. This isn't Counter-Strike. This isn't the old Unreal Tournament series or new Overwatch. It's now getting bots. We're not having money tournaments in this. This season proves, Playdom, that you're fucking up. And you need to help us. Because if cheating goes rampant like this and continues, more people will cheat that are legitimate. And it's the legitimate people, me, Kingfisher, the CJ Edwards, the members of all the Facebook groups that are dedicated to quality MAA gaming over here. You know, we're going to have issues. You will drive legitimate people into either exploiting bugs, running sketchy circumstances like Scoot 'em on Kurth and the old Scoot 'em Grit thing, or out and out cheating because it is the only way to compete. And when legitimate people cheat, it will be even harder to detect. If I feel that, okay, I'm now pushed into cheating because I'm tired of it, and I cheat with my armory, my gear, my hero bonuses, I will largely be undetected, other than maybe my attacking losses throughout a season. If I have 2, that looks bad. You need to do something on this one. The community is begging you. That little blurb that you put out there means the outcry this season is large enough that you've acknowledged it. Like Deadpool eternally rezzing and, you know, the electro-dense bug and everything like that. Of course, Cosmic Force refreshes, the Fantastic Fix, the Cosmic Shielding. We don't need extensions, which we didn't get. You don't need to give us rewards. Although the guy who lost -600 in the last 12 hours... You need to give him his fucking rewards, because that's ridiculous. We understand that some of the resources have gone over to MAA too. There's even a theory going around that you want us off this game and you want us over into Marvel Avengers Alliance too. You know that's not a one-to-one conversion. This isn't Guild Wars 1 and 2 or something like that. That's a mobile game. This is a PC game. That is accessible when out on the go. This is highly less accessible when on the go. That one needs to take into account iOS, Android, high devices, weak devices, whatever. This just needs to work with browsers. They're very, very different games. They occupy different styles of playing and everything like that. Don't push us into the next game. You know from the failure of tactics that any foray you do might not work out too well. Give us something like Marvel Avengers Alliance 2's PvP, where maybe once you hit a rank, you can't fall below it. Like you hit a hard floor. Like if you get into Ada, you can't be knocked out of Ada, but you can like go down to the lowest of it. Like some games where if you die, you lose experience down to the very beginning of that level, but you don't lose a level. If you hit 16.5 and you died, you maybe go down to 16.1. I'm not saying the no-loss structure of MA2's PvP, while that is absolutely genius and we're all like, yay over that. But maybe make it so you cannot fall an entire rank. Yes, that might mean everybody gets to adamantium on the first day. And they're like, okay, I don't have to PvP anymore. But if the rewards for dailies are good enough, people are going to want to spin every single day. So they're going to want to do 5. The community might help themselves out a little bit better. Have you not heard of people putting away trash teams for incursions? MA2, you can run a trash team, put your PvP team in, climb the ladder, get to where you want to be for the end of the day, and just put in garbage and let people mow you down so they can get ahead, paying forward. You're not going anywhere, so why not? People often talk about doing that in this game in the off-season so that, you know, incursions are good, but then people try out things in practice. Help us, Playdom. The community is speaking to you. You're gonna see the comments in this video pouring in. You can see it on Kingfisher's Facebook. You can see it on people commenting to me. You can see it on people commenting on my videos. Mentioning it in my Twitch stream. Mentioning it in From the Hellcarrier Tuesday stream. Help us. Because people are jumping ship. People are telling me now, this is it. This is the last season. They're done. And I do believe them. And I don't think it's whining. And I don't think it's unfair bitching. It's very grounded this season. We all are seeing it. I'm sure this is going to fall upon deaf ears, but just listen to us, Playdom. The community's trying to tell you. It's as if 1,000 voices cried out and were suddenly silenced. Well, don't silence us, Playdom. Investigate ways of making PvP better. Otherwise, you are just going to bleed out numbers. And if you are not intending to push us into MA2, you better do the best thing to keep us here, because I think this is a way better cash cow for you than MA2 ever is. So, thanks for listening to the rant, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you agree or disagree with my sentiments or have some cheating proof, feel free to let us know in the videos below. However, no links to the actual cheating advertising videos will be accepted. If you have a video that is demonstrating cheating, fine, but I will support no advertisement of the actual links to the cheats itself, which is most of the cheating videos out there. So, take care, everybody.